Hansi Flick walked into training and froze. The pitch looked like a battlefield. Healthy steam in recovery, the rest moving like they are just finished a marathon. The German coach, usually calm and composed, was furious. Not at his players, but at the system that was supposed to protect them. Barca's season hadn't even begun properly, and already it was falling apart. "This can't go on," Flick reportedly said. "We are not preparing, we are surviving." So, Gulis, welcome to our new episode of Barca News. Let's go! Frenkie de Jong has extended his contract with Barcelona until 2029. Yes, finally, after months of negotiations and years of rumors, Frenkie is staying home. This morning, the Dutch midfielder signed a new deal for 3 more seasons until June 30th, 2029. The ceremony took place quietly at the club's commercial office. No hype, no drama, just business. But for Hansi Flick, this was a massive win. Remember how uncertain things were a year ago? The ankle injury, losing his place in the lineup, even talked of a possible sale. And now, he's the third captain, an irreplaceable place in midfield, the player who starts every attack. Frankie's journey hasn't been easy. When he first recovered, even Marc Casado was ahead of him in rotation. But after the new year, he exploded. Together with Pedri, he's bringing back the trademark control we fell in love with at Barca. Flick has unlocked the best version of him: stability, leadership, confidence, and above all, loyalty to the club, which has never been in doubt. "We want to build Barca's future with Frenkie," they say inside the club. And it's not just words. The contract proves the new Flick era is for real. Frenkie stays until 2029. And now it finally feels like he's truly one of us. Barca's report after the international break. New problems for Barca after the international break. Yes, the calendar just doesn't stop, and the physical condition of the players is starting to worry Hansi Flick's staff. 2 players are injured. Dani Olmo and Robert Lewandowski both returned from international duty with issues. Olmo has a calf injury and will be out for a few weeks. Levy scored against Lithuania but finished the match in pain. Ferran Torres came back with muscle discomfort. Medical tests on Monday showed no serious injury, but he remains doubtful. Meanwhile, Pedri, De Jong, and Christensen are completely drained. Christensen played all 180 minutes for Denmark, De Jong 157 for the Netherlands, Pedri 142 for Spain. All key players, all without rest. Flick is already preparing a personalized recovery plan for his leaders, knowing the workload is huge and decisive fixtures are coming. In short, Barca are once again paying the price for having their best players be irreplaceable. Now the priority is clear: keep them fit for the most crucial stage of the season. Flick lives in sea of doubts. El Clásico is around the corner and Barca are hanging on by a thread. October 26th, Santiago Bernabéu, the biggest game of the autumn. But this time, Barca arrive with a packed injury list and nerves on edge. Let's start with the bad news. Ter Stegen and Gavi are still recovering from long-term injuries and won't be back until the end of the year. Lewandowski picked up an injury with Poland. He'll be out for about a month, meaning no Clásico for him. Now the gray zone. João Garcia had knee injury. 4 weeks had passed, but his recovery is still uncertain. Dani Olmo suffered a calf injury. Note here, but his chances of making it to the Bernabéu are very slim. Raphinha is close to returning, but Flick doesn't want to take risks. His availability will be decided at the last minute. Ferran Torres has minor muscle discomfort, also doubtful. But finally, a bit of light in all this chaos. Lamine Yamal and Fermín López are getting ready to return. Yamal isn't fully fit yet, but could come off the bench. Fermín looks almost 100% ready and might even start against Girona. Flick's challenge: survive without healthy starting 11 and still strike back at Madrid on their own turf. El Clásico is coming. As always, it's gonna be either history or heartbreak. Barca have plunged into a full-on medical crisis. When Hansi Flick returned to training ground after the international break, he was shocked by what he saw. Half the squad injured, the rest exhausted. There were barely enough first-team players to run a proper season before the Girona match. The German coach was furious, and not at the players. According to reports inside the club, Flick has lost patience with Barca's physical preparation department, the same one that proudly promised to cut injuries by 50%. He feels betrayed by a system that was supposed to protect his players, not break them. Ter Stegen, Gavi, Lewandowski, Olmo, Balde, Raphinha, Lamine, De Jong, one by one, they've all gone down. For Flick, it's not just bad luck anymore. It's poor management, poor condition, and poor planning. He's demanding answers. He wants new training loads, new recovery protocols, and accountability from the staff. Barca's dressing room vibe has shifted. Flick's no longer calm. He's angry and determined. And he knows if things don't change now, the season could collapse before it even begins. Again, Girona. Barca should finally get Fermín and Lamine back, but Raphinha, Olmo, and Lewandowski are still out. And with 6 games and 23 days ahead, Flick's challenge isn't just tactics anymore, it's survival. His new mission: keep Barca alive and healthy. Because right now, the biggest question isn't how they'll play, it's who will even be fit to play. Ansu Fati reborn at Monaco. Ansu Fati is shining again, and this time it's for real. After years of pain, injuries, and the crushing weight of being the next Messi, he's finally regained what matters most: the joy of playing football. At Monaco, where he arrived this summer on loan from Barcelona with an 11 million euros buy option, Fati is showing the level we all hope to see at Camp Nou. 6 goals in 5 matches, and only 2 starts. Explosive speed, smooth dribbling, composure in front of goal, and most importantly, the same spark in his eyes we remember from his early Barca days. In France, they've already started drawing comparisons with the greats, but Monaco are staying grounded. Sporting director Thiago Scuro made it clear: the priority is to give Ansu time and confidence. Business is not a priority right now. And that's exactly what he needed: space, no pressure, no next Messi expectations. During a short visit to Barcelona, Ansu even met up with his old La Masia friends, Gavi, Balde, Araujo, Active Ward, and Ilaix Moriba, a symbolic return to his roots. Now Ansu is writing his history again, with a new shine and the same Barca heart. Raphinha: the offer from Saudi Arabia made me hesitate. It would have secured my future. Raphinha could have left, but he stayed, and it's turning out to be one of the best decisions of his career. Last season, he was one of Barcelona's engines: 34 goals plus 26 assists across all competitions. Irreplaceable in Flick's system. But in the summer, everything could have changed. In his interview with ESPN Brazil, Raphinha was brutally honest. The offer from Saudi Arabia made me hesitate. It would have secured my life, my parents, and my sons. They offered him life-changing money. But then Hansi Flick called. We talked on the phone. Then again at the start of preseason, and he convinced me to stay. Thank God he did. And indeed, good thing he did, because now Raphinha isn't just a starter. He's a captain and leader, a player with fire in his heart. Many people expected 30 goals a season, but that's not my style, he said. His style is different: to fight, to work, and give everything to Barca. And now even the harshest critics are silent, because Raphinha has proven the loyalty to Barca that can't be bought. A Real Madrid journalist came to Lamine's defense. Lamine Yamal is back in the Spanish media spotlight, this time over a helicopter ride. During the international break, Lamine didn't join Spain's national team. He's recovering from pubic pain. 2 weeks of rehab, a bit of rest, and 1 calm day with his girlfriend, singer Nicki Nicole. They just went for a helicopter ride. Romantic, harmless. But in Spain, of course, even that turned into a talk show topic. On El Chiringuito, the question came up: can Lamine fly in a helicopter? And then, surprisingly, Edu Aguirre, a journalist and open Real Madrid supporter, defended Yamal. Why not? It's perfectly normal. He wasn't out partying, he wasn't playing football with friends, he wasn't breaking any rules. Aguirre said. He's got money, he can afford it, and let's not act like the helicopter is gonna crash. Even a Madrid journalist admitted it. Lamine is a responsible kid who stays out of trouble. And that's what really matters, instead of looking for drama. Maybe it's time to appreciate that he's resting and getting ready to shine again soon. Because Yamal might still be a teenager, but he handles things like a grown man. And if you want to be the first to know what's really going on inside Barcelona, the latest transfer updates, player injuries, behind-the-scenes news, download the Barcelona Live app. There you'll find everything before it even hits the media. Rumors, stats, insights, and exclusive stories straight from the dressing room. So, link is in the pinned comment, go and check it out. And now tell me in the comments, do you think Flick can survive this injury chaos and still challenge Real Madrid this season? Drop your thoughts below, I read every single one of them. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a new Barca story. Because here, we don't just watch football, we live it. Visca el Barça, bye bye.